Hello, and welcome back to this channel. Today's gonna be a super fun video because once again we are doing another build, and today we're gonna be focusing on a modular building. Now I will say, out of all the builds I've ever built on this channel, these modular buildings are by far my favorite to build. You can even see two up here. We got the boutique hotel, and then we got the Tudor corner. Now if you guys want to check out those videos on the channel, please go ahead. But today's going to be a very fun Lego set to build. And what's even better is this Lego set has retired, so now it's gone up in value, which makes this build almost even better knowing that it's not for sale anymore. So before we do go ahead and start checking out this box, seeing what's on the box, all the information we need to know, and the piece count, and especially opening up the box and really seeing what this Lego set has to offer, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you not miss every video, and please like this video. Let's go and start today's video. Now, this Lego set is huge. I mean, just check out the size of the Lego set. The box doesn't even fit in an entire camera. So, checking this out, now of course this is an Icons Lego set, so that's pretty exciting there. Of course we got the name, it is a part of the modular building collection, and those buildings are absolutely incredible. But checking out this, now this Lego set is ages 18 and up. It is a very big Lego set and great amounts of detail. The set number is going to be 10312, and there are 2,899 pieces in this Lego set. This one's going to be a very long build, but a very fun build, because by far, this one I'm very excited about. I've had this in my collection for quite some time. I've just not had time to build it. But now that I have some time, and over the next few days, we're going to be really working on trying to get this Lego set done. But I mean, just checking out the detail on the front of the box, I mean, I could look at the front of the box all day, but I feel like the Lego set build is going to look even better and seeing that in person. Now, checking out the side of the box. Now, I really love the side of the box. I don't know what that is about me, but I mean, you can see behind me, I have all the Lego sets lined up where I can see the side of it. I mean, I just really love seeing the side. Awesome stuff there. Now, you can see this is a little bit of an older part of the collection. So we have the police station. This one retired quite some time ago. The boutique hotel retired with this collection this year too. So we kind of got a 2-in-1 retirement this year, but looks absolutely awesome. You can see a ton of pictures along the bottom. I mean, looks absolutely awesome. We got 6 different pictures. Looks great. And then here you can see all the Lego sets lined up from the bottom floor to second floor to the top to the roof structure. It's gonna look so cool. This is going to be a very fun build. So now let's go ahead and open up the box now that we know what's on the box. And I feel like there's gonna be a lot of bags in this. All right, now that we got the box open, this box is just absolutely huge. You know, it's funny, I didn't even know there was a moped on this. That's pretty cool. Okay, looks like we got one giant box. So, you know what, let's just dump it. And there are all the pieces. Looks like that's everything we got here. So that is so much stuff. Now usually on videos, I just look through all the bags and try and figure out exactly what the biggest bag is, but I'm assuming probably the biggest bag will be in here. So let's go ahead and open this first, and then I'll see you guys in a second. All right, it is now open. Looks like we got just so many more bags. All right. Looks like, okay, we got the, I guess what we're going to be calling the bigger bags, but we got the base plate. Pretty cool, gray there. Now, this is really cool that Lego puts these in like a paper area, which is interesting. But it also helps a lot because it really helps it keep a lot safer too. They really packaged that well. All right, putting that to the side. This is a huge manual. I actually think this might be one of the thickest manuals I've ever built. I really do like the white background too. That's pretty cool. Now, I say this in almost every one of my building videos, so I'm going to say it again. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys are new to the Lego community, if you guys somehow have a ton of these newer Lego sets, I think they've been doing it for the last 2 years on sets. So keep that in mind. If you do have older sets, you will not be able to find this. But if you do have a ton of these, maybe like 100, you could possibly get a free Lego set by just scanning these. So this QR code right here, you have to be signed in under the Lego Insiders program, but once you are, you'll scan this, and then it'll take you to Lego, you'll register the set, and then you'll be given 25 extra points that you can possibly spend on maybe 5% off on a Lego set. But then again, I will say 25 points is not going to get you very far unless you have maybe like 100 of these. And honestly, I don't have a ton of these where I can scan like 100 and get like honestly a big Lego set for free. But as always, that every point definitely helps. But on top of this, let's just look through all of these so you can see that it talks about the designer in the first few pages, which I really do love how Lego gives the builder credit. You can see all the steps, what bags are going to accomplish what parts of the Lego set. So actually, we might be able to see the biggest bag on that page. Looks like we got about 15 bags. That's not horrible, actually. So we got the base plate here. You can see a lot of the steps there. It looks absolutely awesome. But something I always love to do is go to the very last page. I always love to see how many pages are actually in this. So including all the pieces and including the pages about the designer, looks like we got about 321 pages. So quite a lot, but at the end of the day, this is gonna be a very fun build. So again, looks like we got about 15 bags. This is definitely gonna take some time, but I always love doing these builds, and I will say throughout almost every single video, either I do bag and then talk about it, or I just build all the bags and then talk about it in the end with no in-between stuff. I'm thinking for this, I'm gonna do a combination between both. So maybe I'll do 3 bags to build, and then I'll pause the time lapse and talk about what that accomplished. I'll build 3 more, and then talk about what that accomplished, and then again do 3 more and talk a little bit more. And for the sake of doing that, this video will not be like 6 hours long like some of my other building videos, and hopefully it'll be under 30 minutes. Can't guarantee it though. So let's go ahead and, I guess, sort this and make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna start with bag 1 and hopefully see a lot of progress quite quickly. I just finished all of it. It's looking absolutely awesome. Well, I wouldn't say all of it. This is bag 3. So, I mean, immense amounts of progress for 15 bags. But, I mean, you can see the bakery and the pizzeria forming. I mean, just the entire show right there. wanted to give you guys a really quick update on this because it is making immense amounts of progress. Check that out. We got the inside, the studio, the jazz area. And then we got inside of here, and we got just the entire pizzeria, which is just so cool. And then we got this floor, and let's just kind of see how this looks. Just lay on top, and that's gonna look just absolutely cool. I'm on bag 9 out of a ton to still do, so I mean, for the most part, it's looking great. Let's go and start the time lapse back again and try and just do a lot more. Guys, a progress update on this. I mean, by far one of my favorite Lego sets I've ever built. I mean, the detail is immense. Definitely very cool. Now, I believe I have 2 more bags, so it looks like bag 14 is going to be absolutely immense. And I mean, I've got about 30 pages left, so I mean, a ton. I would say it's absolutely insane because yesterday I did 3 of these bags, and then today I've done 10 now, which is unbelievable. I would say my fingers hurt so bad from just clicking all these little tiny pieces together, but at the end of the day, this is just going to be kind of a race now. For the most part, I still got a lot of time to be able to get all this done, so I think at the rate I'm going right now, this Lego set will definitely be finished tonight, which is just absolutely awesome. I mean, just look at the detail. Now, let's go and start the final time lapse of building bag 14 and 15. And the Lego set is now done. Now this is unbelievable. I mean, check out the design in this. Now I will say there's so many incredible stuff in this, and I will say there is some stuff that I don't like in the build. So in the next like 5 minutes or so, I'm going to be covering basically everything from my opinions on this Lego set. So number 1, looking at all the designs on this, it is absolutely incredible. Now, I mean, just looking at the front, it is absolutely insane. Now, let's do a 360 around this. Now I will say, I'm having a little bit of some trouble connecting the final pieces in. Now, I've done everything in my power to be able to connect them, and they just don't connect, which I think is very, very interesting. Now, I mean, I don't really want to break it, but I mean, just it's weird. This part does not connect right here. So, there's that. But at the end of the day, I mean, what a beautiful build. Now, 360 right here, you can see all of it. Back is normal, back Lego set. You can see the chimney right here for the pizzeria, which is absolutely awesome. Side looks really good too. And then just, I mean, the front, I mean, oh my goodness. And you can see up here, honestly, I don't even think, you can't see it, but very top shelf right here. On top of that shelf right there, I have 2 buildings, a Tudor corner and a boutique hotel. Beautiful, beautiful Lego sets. But I will say, by far, this is one of my favorite Lego sets I've ever built. I mean, the design is absolutely immense. And what's just absolutely incredible is this Lego set, for the most part, is quite old. It was designed and produced and launched quite a few years ago. I want to say 4 years. I don't know from the top of my head, but I feel like that's the number that's really hitting me the most. But I will say, by far, minifigure selection is great. some key ones we got is number one, we did get a Vespa. Very cool there. I'm a very big Vespa type of person, especially when it comes down to Legos. We got a haircut person. Now we got someone kind of with, I don't really know what that's for. It kind of looks like Harry Potter wands, but I mean, who knows what that's for? If you guys do know, please comment down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. You can see we have the chef and we have just the normal visitors of really the Lego set, which is just absolutely awesome. But I will say, by far, we just absolutely incredible minifigure selection. But I mean, really quickly before we do end the video, I really do want to open up the Lego set floor by floor and really tell you guys about what you can see in each floor. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Alright, now in floor 1 you can find so many absolutely incredible stuff, and I really feel like floor 1 by far was my favorite floor to build. Now, in the very biggest side on the left side is the music studio. Now you can see just a band playing, you can see the curtains, looks absolutely beautiful, and the beautiful seating area. Then in the yellow building, it's a little bit smaller but immense amounts of detail. This is going to be a pizzeria. Now this is absolutely incredible because I really do love the chimney. And the fireplace and all the wood under the fireplace is absolutely incredible. From all the detail from the pizza sitting on the counter to the cash register, it's absolutely incredible. And don't get me started on the outside interior. Now, with the pizzeria or the tailor, looks absolutely awesome. And I really do love the roofs. Now, I don't know exactly what they're called. Again, if you guys do know, I'd love to know. But, I mean, super, super cool features there. I really do love the other side of the building, too, with it saying live music all night and magic show. That is just absolutely so cool. And, I mean, the features Lego created to be able to make this and immerse you into this build is absolutely incredible. And I've really never seen these kind of building techniques in a Lego set before, which is just so awesome. Then we got the second floor, and this is just kind of one piece. It's just both sides together, which is really, really cool. Now, one of my favorites, and as someone that's really, really big into plants, they have a greenhouse, and I think that's just so cool. You can also see the top of the chimney, which is just really, really awesome. And I really do love the like kind of railing around the building. That looks even better. But going over to the other side, we got almost what looks like an office, I'm assuming. Now we got a really cool office desk, really cool lamps, a cell phone, chairs in there. We got some really cool stainless steel glass. I mean, just absolutely so cool. And you can also see we have a staircase in there, so that's really, really cool. And you can also see we have a record player, which is just so, so awesome. And I mean, the railing looks even cooler too. Then, moving to the third floor. Now, sadly, the pizzeria is only 2 floors, so now we're kind of moving to half the build. But I will say this has so much detail too. I mean, from the railing to all the stainless steel glass to the windows to, I'm assuming that's a dresser where you can be able to style your hair, which is just so cool. You can see the sofa and that really cool piece of art. You can also see we have some music there where just one of the minifigures can be able to practice their music before they're going down for the concert, which is just so cool. And then heading up, we got the roof. I mean, the roof, oh my goodness, the detail is insane. Now the edges around it for the railing is so detailed, but the front of it is so, so incredible. I mean, just check that out. That is awesome. Now, I really do love that. I do think it's a little bit interesting. Lego did decide to add a squirrel nest at the very top, but I think for the idea of creativity, that is just the final sprinkle on top that just makes this Lego set even better, which I really do love. So, for my rating, now I will say there are definitely things about this Lego set that I didn't like, but I also think it's a little bit of the fact that I built this entire set in the course of one day. This Lego set is not really built to be built in one day. It took me about 8 hours to build it, and I mean, very, very fun. I will say my hands hurt like crazy from putting all the crazy amounts of tiny pieces together, but the tinier the pieces, the more detail that Lego set's going to have. So that's always a great feature there. So for rating, for the entire build itself, building experience, I'm going to have to give 5 out of 5 rating, 5 stars right there. Absolutely awesome. Now, I will say for the idea of the tiny pieces and painful level, I will say the painful level's up there. I will say for the idea of comparing it to a Technics build, it's nothing compared to that. Honestly, I did one giant Technics build, and I don't think I can describe how much pain was in my fingers while building that Lego set. But I will say, by far, this Lego set, I'm probably going to have to give a 9 out of 10. I will say the only reason why I'm giving that a 9 out of 10 is because I built some other Lego sets on the channel that I feel like have even more detail in that. But I also feel like those Lego sets have the upper hand advantage because number one, they're a little bit more expensive, and number two, they're a brand new Lego set. So I feel like for the year this came out on, I'm going to have to raise that rating up to 10 out of 10. And I do feel like this is one of my favorite builds I've ever done out of the Modular collection. And as always, of course, this Lego set is retired. So if you look in the description below on this video, you can find our link to our Bricklink shop. Now, you can find so many incredible retired Lego sets that you've probably seen retire over the past few years. Maybe you missed it out. Maybe you missed out on purchasing it when it was on Lego.com, or you just really like that Lego set. We have so many incredible sets on that list. If you guys just want to check out the website, I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, we do have so many other building videos on this channel, so if you guys do want to check those videos out, I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching today's video. Now, before we do end today's video, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you're not missing every video, and please like this video. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys when we post next. Peace.